Good morning, everyone. We are continuing here in the Kitzur Shulchan Aruch in the laws of carrying out an item worn as a garment or an ornament like jewelry. Says the Kitzur, Yoitzim b'retiyah sha'al ha'maka. If a person has like a Bandaid or some kind of dressing on their wound, they're allowed to walk out from the house, the Rishus HaYachid, the private domain, into the public domain on Shabbos. Because this bandage that you have on top is helping with the healing process. And harihu ketachshit, and therefore it's like an ornament, it's like something decorative on them. Which means over here, of course, as we mentioned before, things that are fancy, things that are nice, things that we are concerned about also, that a person is going to remove to show somebody else in the Rishus HaRabim. And this, a Band-Aid, no one's afraid that you're going to take a Band-Aid off to show somebody your Band-Aid, to show somebody your wound. It's healing right now with the Band-Aid on top, and therefore you leave it there, and it's like part of your body, like you're wearing it. V'yochel, says the Kitzur, v'yochel lecharchei v'matlis she'eino chashiv. You could even wrap around the bandage, you could wrap like a piece of cloth to hold it in place even more, as long as that piece of cloth is something that you would consider insignificant and you throw it away after you use it. For example, we have that gauze pad that people use, that white stuff that they wrap around bandages, holds the bandage in place and makes sure that it's covered and protected. Since anyway, you're going to throw that away after you're done with it. You're not going to hold on to it and keep it. It's very insignificant in your eyes, and therefore you'd be allowed to do that. And the way that it works halachically is that it can considered to be batal, subordinate to the bandage itself. However, aval davar chashuv, if you have something that's much more important, you take a handkerchief or some kind of a scarf and you want to wrap that around the bandage, also that you would not be allowed to do, because since that the scarf or the handkerchief over here is something that is valuable to you, it's not considered to be batal, to be subordinate to the bandage. And people don't wear scarves and handkerchiefs wrapped around their arm, and therefore it's considered to be like you're carrying a burden, you're carrying something which is not in a way that's not an article of clothing, and therefore that would be prohibited. So a Band-Aid a person could wear, even the gauze pad or the white patching that they put around it to hold it in place, that you'd be allowed to wear. However, you want to wrap it up with a piece of material, a piece of cloth that is considered chashiv to you, that is something valuable, that you use it for other things, like a handkerchief, like a scarf, that a person would not be able to use. One more halacha, you're allowed to walk around with a cotton ball inside of one's ear, as long as the reason you have it in there is because it's absorbing the moisture of the earwax that is there. That's only though, however, when it's stuck in there very good and it's securely fastened. You're not worried that it's going to fall out. Because what would happen if it falls out while you're walking in the Rishus HaRabim, in the public thoroughfare? You're going to bend down to pick it up, and maybe you're going to end up walking Dalet Amos in the Rishus HaRabim. So you have to make sure that this wad of cotton that is in your ear, it's stuck in there very well in order that it's not going to fall out. So too, if a person has some straw or some padding in their shoe, in a way that it can't fall out of there, so in our shoes, which are sealed on all sides, it's not really an issue anyway. But on a sandal that has openings, if the padding could slip out, then you'll have an issue that it'll fall out and you might end up picking it up and carrying it Dalet Amos in the Rishus HaRabim, and therefore you have to be concerned to make sure that it's stuck in there very well. And also, of course, on these things, we're not concerned, like with the packing in the ear over there, we're not concerned that when you meet somebody in the Rishus HaRabim, they say, oh wow, what nice padding you have in your ear, let me take a look, and you're going to remove it to show them this is something for medicinal purposes, this is something that really is mius, it's really unkept, no one's going to show the earwax from the cotton ball, and therefore as long as it's stuck very well in your ear, you have nothing to worry about. Have a wonderful day, and a good Shabbos.